is Jeff Carpenter, the district attorney in Herkimer County, and he is coming on a reaction to some things that were said earlier in the week by his opponent in that upcoming primary, which, by the way, is not until September. But it does seem to be heating up. In studio right now is Jack Flantz and James Vaughn. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And so you have. We want to talk about what you have coming up. It's National HIV Testing Day. ACR Health. You're observing the date, and it'll be free testing, and that's a big deal for a city, a big deal for a community.
Well, definitely being that it's in line, right, with the governor's plan with ending the epidemic, but even more so because last year we had over 21 new infections here locally.
Okay, I really was wondering, I hate to say, but I have felt like AIDS is something that we have tackled and accomplished. And all of a sudden these billboards started popping up, and it made me think, but is there a problem? And how many new cases last year?
21 new infections last year here for the county, and primarily through heterosexual behavior. So it's not gone anywhere. And there were a few injection drug users, but primarily the idea of people that are still engaging, whether you hold a normal 9 to 5 or you're out in the streets all day. We're all at risk because if you don't know, and some people think they're not susceptible to this, like, oh, I'm an exception. So what we're doing is providing free 10-minute rapid tests on Monday. At our office, we have Boneyard Barbecue that'll be there. They gave us a bunch of food, man. They're amazing people over there, as well as a few other agencies locally, Department of Health, McPike, Nikki Jennings, Upstate Medical, as well as Hobart Street and a few others too that'll be out there. So we'll have places to be able to refer people immediately if in the case of a reactive result. However, we have a full wraparound services at ACR, so we work with people.
I'm thinking about it. When you think about your own life, and I understand you. First of all, we have to come to the conclusion that this isn't 1955, 1960. That not everybody waits till marriage, but even if you did. How many times before becoming sexually active, even if it's with the partner that you've been with now for how many times did you, before you did that, have a test?
Never.
Nobody ever does it.
And that's
no
majority.
one does it. And here's the other thing is that you, even when, and I think this is a younger population issue, so you use condoms when you're having casual sex, so you meet somebody and you use a condom
until you get to know them.
You get to know them, and what's the first thing that happens?
You don't.
She's on birth control. The condom goes away. No one's ever been tested.
Okay, and to counter that, and I'm not going to say this is a young problem.
I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm saying it's what people do.
I'm not going to say it's a young problem, though. I see, and even with those numbers last year, the oldest was around 58 years old. So, and I'm thinking,
wow.
And we get people still today in that age group that's coming in the office. So it was 17 to almost 60 years old. So that's a large gap of people. So we're all at risk. If you're engaging, it's the behavior more so than anything. You can't look at the person, you can't look at the race, you can't look at the economic status. You gotta more so look at the behavior. We all in this room engage in the same behaviors. You just said it. So we're all at risk if you're putting yourself in those situations.
I want for the record, I'm not behaving like that at all. Just for the record,
myself either, love. She's probably.
I'm happily married and all, but still, I even think about my own wife. We never had tests. She didn't have me get tested or anything like that, or her, and she, that's what I'm saying. The minute you get to know that person, and you quote unquote fall in love, away goes the protection, and now you trust. But you know nothing about the previous history. You know nothing about that.
Not at all.
That's the scary part.
And do not add a substance to it. And so if you add in a substance to it and some music, you're probably going to start off right there.
Yeah, well, got it. All right, Jack. So this is walk-in testing, right?
Yeah, walk-in testing, and it's absolutely free. And the reason why we can provide this for free is because of the fundraising that we do all year long. You know, we had a great event back in April with the AIDS Hike for Life. We have another event coming up in September. On September 11th, we're going to be doing a garden party at the Beekman Boys Farm in Sharon Springs. And we need sponsors. We need volunteers. We need participants. And then we're also going to be doing a huge dining event here in October in Utica, involving a lot of local restaurants. So we're gonna need volunteers for that as well. We're looking for sponsors, and people. We just need people to go out and eat one night that week.
How can they get in touch with you guys to help?
Our webpage is acrhealth.org, or you can call 315-793-0661. Ask for Jack or myself.
And it's the Magic Johnson thing, I hate to say, is that you see Magic is just lived on the medicine, and he's been able to live a normal life. So we just kind of look at it like it's not a problem anymore.
No, we look at that entirely wrong, because honestly, we should be looking at Magic Johnson like he has it, he can live with it, so can I. And most people think, oh, you get it, you die. And that's still like the idea that's been ingrained in our heads so deeply. But you can live. It's manageable. It's a chronic manageable illness. And
not a manageable illness that you want to have to manage.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to. And this is the thing I find when we approach people. I do a lot of street outreach. When we approach people, they're embarrassed when we ask, do you want condoms? Protect yourself or whatever have you. But it's even more embarrassing to come down and get a reactive result. Generally, nobody wants to experience that. So just, if you see us on the streets, do not be afraid to approach us, ask us questions, explore some of the myths you may have heard. And that's what we do.
All right, Jack and James, thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Quick break. We'll come right back here. Hold tight to WIBX.